Hi, this is the 1000 Scenes Project. I'm Morgan, and improviser number 59 of 1000 is Brandon Beck. Hello, Brandon.
Yes.
Raise the roof. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah. 59.
Number 59. Our suggestion for the scene will be sum. S-U-M. Sum.
Well, I often find that the deeper I go into the catacombs of the library, just the smell of the books starts to my olfactory senses start to become overwhelmed, and I often just spend hours down there, and
Yeah.
one time I even fell asleep.
Yeah. No. You're one of the biggest fans the library has, Mr. Abernathy, and it makes me proud as a librarian to be here to provide services for people like you. Really
Well,
use them.
I'm so glad that you're a fan of my being a fan, Carla. I really am. This is the best library I've been to since Cambridge. I can
Well,
say that with almost complete certainty.
well, it's very flattering. Thank you. I mean, we're a small branch, but to be compared to a great library of the world is very flattering.
To
We
find it in Iowa, no less.
well, we do our best. We do our best. We will need you. It's about 15 minutes past closing now. So if you could finish up and head out for the day, love to see you again tomorrow. We open at 10 a.m. tomorrow. So
Carla, darling, may I speak frankly?
uh, sure.
How big, do you know offhand how large this library is?
Square footage wise,
Just yes, ballpark of
I think I heard someone say 3,500 square feet at some point. That could be off by.
3785.
Oh, you know the exact square
I
footage.
know every inch of the Aaronville County Library.
Well, again, it's great to have people who appreciate it so much. It's also great to get home after a day's work, though. So,
Carla, darling,
Mr. Abernathy.
may I speak frankly once more?
Sure.
How many times over the last 6 months since I moved to your fine town do you think I have slept in this library and none was the wiser?
Well, none of us knew about it the first few times, or what we assume was the first few times. So, that I know of, three times. Uh,
Oh, the folly of ignorance. I've slept here 28 out of the last 40 evenings, and no one noticed.
oh, you didn't show up on the security camera footage for most of those.
There are always blind spots, Carla, darling. There are always blind spots.
Oh, I suppose that's true. I do have to ask you again, please don't. We know that you're not going to harm anything. You love these books.
These books are my children.
Right,
The
but
closest thing I have
it
to
is. I mean, it's a security hazard for us, and if anything should happen, I mean, if a shelf should fall on you, God forbid, we would be liable for it, and there's all sorts of legal stuff. So,
I completely understand your point of view, Carla, darling.
do
I
you
really
understand
do.
also that it's 20 minutes past when I should be home with my kids right now. So
Well, I'm already home with my children.
I see that.
One moment,
Okay.
Carla, darling. Glass of port.
Oh, was that you put
Oh,
that behind the shelf there?
yes. It's part of a series of reserves of food and alcohol that I have throughout the
Oh,
library.
what? Oh, wow. Okay. You've got quite a stash
hmm
back there.
And like I said, one of a series of reserves.
Ah, so it's pockets throughout the
Oh,
library.
and they've never been found.
Yeah, well, we're going to have to do a better job of searching. Again, that's not in the normal librarian job description, searching for hidden pockets of port and fine cheeses. Uh, look,
Would you like some Brie? Would you like some camembert?
No, and is that properly refrigerated? Are you able to keep it at the right temperature down here? Is that
That has become the problem. I'm working on it. I've attempted to use some ice packs.
oh?
I'm considering some small coolers, but those
Mhm.
are harder, as you would imagine,
Mr.
to hide.
Abernathy,
Yes.
Mr.
Hmm.
Abernathy,
Yes.
you realize that you are allowed to check your children out, as it were. You may check them out and take them home with you, where maybe you have proper refrigeration for your cheeses and a nicer environment to sip your port in. You don't have to stay here to be with the books.
Carla,
I'd
darling.
prefer that you not be here overnight, to be honest. I really don't. I want to be home right now. I don't want to be here with you. As much as I appreciate you, not. I wish everyone appreciated books as much as you do, but you're making my life very difficult.
Carla, darling.
Mr. Abernathy.
May I speak somewhat poetically?
Sure, go for it.
A man often finds, in the darkest of times, if you remove one leaf from a tree, is that tree even the same tree at all? Removing one part of the greater whole makes it broken and blackened. If I were to remove even one book from this library, one of my children, it might lose its magic. It might lose the thing that makes it so endearingly special to me. I simply will not destroy something that I love so much with such a gauche suggestion as taking home a book too.
Mr. Abernathy,
Yes.
was it you who sabotaged the checkout system earlier today?
Define sabotaged.
Well, you did something to the mainframe that stopped anybody from being able to check out any books.
It wasn't so much me as a young boy I gave $20 to.
You paid a young boy to sabotage. Okay.
He knows from computers. I come from a simpler time of books and cheese and port, and it needed to be done, frankly.
Okay, I agree to disagree. I need you to get out, and I need you to not sabotage our computer system anymore. And in fact, I'm going to have to ask you not to return to the library. You cannot pay children to sabotage the library.
Carla, darling. Carla, darling.
Mr. Abernathy.
Carla, my dear, my darling. May I be franker than has ever been?
Sure, sure, go for it.
When you said earlier about taking a book to my home, that implied that I had one.
Oh, Jesus Christ. How do you afford port and expensive cheese if you're homeless? Are you homeless because you're spending all your money
One
on
must have
fancy food?
priorities, Carla, darling. One must have priorities. The finer things and the scent of books are often more important than an apartment found on Craigslist.
I guess, I mean, when you put it like that, I guess that makes sense.
And I will say this, as opposed to the other vagrants that often spend their days in this library, I have only masturbated in here 3 times.
Okay, you need to get out right now. Right
Blackout.
now. Thank you so much, Brandon. Very
No
fun.
problem. That was super fun.
Is there anything that I can plug for you in the description?
Yeah, I'm Hell Yes Brandon on the Tweety box,
Okay.
and I run a email list called the Florb Prep Alumni Update, which is a fake alumni update for a fake prep school.
That is the very first plug that I've done so far for a fake email list for a fake prep school.
Yeah, it doesn't happen as often as you would think it would, which is why we're still trying to find an audience. And that is just florbprep.org, FLORB. Yeah.
Great. Okay.
I'd also just like to plug like milk. Milk is great.
I will put a link for people to find more information out about milk as well.
Awesome. Great.
Thank you so much.
Cool. Thank you.
Take care.